Hey everybody, welcome back to our Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here watching some more Jujutsu Kaisen. More specifically, we're watching the prequel movie thing that came out between season 1 and 2.
Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, I believe it's called. I believe
Mhm.
it doesn't have a real name. It's just Zero. And I mean like the
It,
number zero, not the word zero.
it's a season packed into one movie right there for you.
I mean that's one of the two things I know about it. It's that it's a
Mhm.
prequel and that gojo features heavily as the cover art for like anywhere I've ever seen it.
Right, I suppose then this is probably going to be his movie that's like basically speculative. I'm vaguely aware of one meme and I have no idea what it means. So it's like I have no idea what I'm getting into
I've
here.
never seen anything about it, but I mean just inference alone that our main character comes from the first episode. So if this is a
Mhm.
prequel, they can only feature Megumi at best
Yeah.
from one of our main characters because Megumi is around as a character before our main character gets introduced. So there's a chance that he could be
There's
around.
there's a chance we got to kind of see what we get here.
Oh, and no,
My guess
our
is,
9 to 5er as well.
yeah, my initial guess here, like that I'm gonna put out here, is that we get like baby Gojo. He's like a teenager. He's going to school, and this is him becoming cool, right?
Well,
That's my
I mean,
guess,
the art of him, he looks exactly the same age.
right?
Like I said, the
In which
cover art
case,
is
maybe
all
I'm
I've
completely
seen.
off base.
The cover art is literally all I've ever seen of this,
Hmm.
and he looks the same age.
Right.
So,
So I guess before we go ahead and get into it, let's go ahead and cover a comment we have from the main season here and go ahead and see what people got to say. We got Alex V9 from Non-Standard saying, I know you're advanced in Patreon, but I still give these clarifications in case you were not provided, so no spoilers. Number one, Sukuna was not killed by any group of sorcerers, as Gojo said in episode 2, 1,000 years ago. During his age, all the sorcerers gathered to confront him and perished. He then proceeds to say, after his death, Sukuna transformed into cursed objects, the fingers, to transcend the ages. Most likely, since no one in his time could challenge him, there came a point where Sukuna got bored and decided to become a cursed object to see if he could find an opponent to entertain him in the future. Any thoughts on that one? I figured we'll go break that up a little bit.
sure, what came first, Harry Potter or Jujutsu Kaisen?
Harry Potter, like a
Okay.
couple decades.
Okay, so Sukuna's ripping off Voldemort then, is what we're saying.
I'm imagining a character in universe picking up Harry Potter and going, "That's actually a great idea."
Well, I mean, it's essentially, how many Horcruxes were there?
Seven, I'm pretty sure.
And I
He
think
went with
we, I
seven.
think we're imagining that Sukuna has 20 fingers.
But I guess the difference is like on the Harry Potter end of things, those are used like by Voldemort to like extend his life so he can keep doing crazy evil things. Sukuna's doing this so he doesn't do anything for a while.
I mean,
So,
we don't know. Uh, Literally the commenter here says most likely, so they don't know
mhm.
either. Which is to say, maybe the Sukuna actually did die at some point. We don't know, and his fingers were literally his Horcruxes.
Hey, maybe season two we get Sukuna walking around and goes like, "Man, I remember 1,000 years ago when this happened."
I mean, to be fair, we do get
Just gotta
Sukuna
see.
walking around in season one.
Exactly. Well, we need more of them. Number two. A clarification with Gojo is that he does not manipulate time, but space, but not the space you think. In case it was not explained by someone previously, here it is. Gojo manipulates theoretical space. His curse technique, Limitless, allows him to bring reality the abstract theoretical concept of infinite space. Zeno's paradox, where a distance theoretically can be divided infinitely. Therefore, on paper, let's say you're standing 10 feet from the wall and you proceed to move forward 5 feet, you move half again, 2.5, and so on. Uh, and you can continue moving forward half the distance obtained infinitely, even 2 atoms away, there would still be space between you and the wall.
I think
Uh,
Zeno's paradox is usually the how far into a forest can you go, right?
I'm not sure what metaphor they usually slap on it, but yeah, no, like that's basically the
I
crux
mean,
of it,
all
right?
these things have different metaphors, right? Like
Hmm.
wormholes, right? Wormholes are always like bending space. Some people, I can't remember the other one. It's the paper one that most people do, right? I poke
Yeah.
a hole through two pieces of paper. But there's, oh, the apple. The apple's the other one. A worm tunneling through an apple. There's
Hmm.
always different metaphors for these things. I mean, I'm more familiar with just the concept of infinite infinities. Like,
Yeah.
there's an infinite number of numbers between 1 and 2 because you have an
Mhm.
infinite number of decimals that you can go through that you'll never reach 2 if you count every decimal point.
Right, right. I don't have much to say except like it's a paradox for a reason because Zeno is saying like, well, you have to traverse half the length of something and then half again and half again. And the answer to that is you can obviously walk from A to B because there's a rate that things happen usually.
Well,
You have the other factor time.
I think it's more so the concept of the space between spaces.
Hmm.
Like technically, I put my fingers like this together, but my pointer finger and my thumb are actually not touching because the
Hmm.
space between atoms is enough that there's like an invisible space between them that no matter how hard I try to contact them together.
I guess like that though would come down to like how do you perceptualize what is touching and what is space? Because like you have like electrons in the atoms in your fingers that are refusing to touch because they're the same charge, and that's kind of why they're not smooshing through each other more or less.
Well, I think
In like a vague sense.
you're bringing up the concept of perception, which is to say that this comment is pointing out that apparently
Mhm.
that Gojo can control that space between
Gojo's just crazy.
electrons. Well, he can control that space between electrons, whereas you and I can't even conceive of it.
Hmm.
You're wearing glasses. I should be wearing glasses. Obviously, our vision's not even good enough to handle the macro scale.
Oh yeah. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and go to next part of the com, which is Gojo has 4 different applications for Limitless. Neutral Infinity. It is the neutral form of technique, the constantly active automatic barrier that protects him. This allows him to stand on any surface. Strengthened Lapse Blue. It was a negative form of the technique, which he can subtract space. Removing space from an area causes a glitch in reality, forcing the world universe to self-repair, causing a pull effect. The effect this allows him to teleport between short and long distances. Okay. Reversed. Red Reversal Red. It is the positive form of this technique, which he can add space. Adding space to an area causes a repulsion effect. And colliding, hollow purple. Combining the blue and red applications causes a sphere of imaginary mass with the effect of erasing anything it touches. Another way to look at it would be -1 plus 1 is 0. I'll explain his eyes and his domain another time.
Two thoughts occur to me right here.
Sure thing.
One, despite the fact that you said non-spoiler, a lot of people give us spoilers and say not spoiler at the top of it. So my worry here is that literally, if Gojo is the focus of this movie, that this was all a spoiler for shit that's going to be told to us in the movie. My other
uh,
thing is that hollow purple seems pointless.
Summoning a sphere of imaginary mass that erases everything it touches. I don't know, Earn Racer Beam sounds pretty cool to me.
Yeah, but tell me what Lapse Blue does.
Uh, Pushes things apart. Or moves lets them teleport around.
No, removing space from an area. It removes space. It does what hollow purple does. If you're standing in a space that I remove, you get removed, do you not?
Well, here's where it becomes not a spoiler. We get to see what the character says about it and how they deal with it.
Oh, I said it. I assume, right?
Yeah.
I assume if they bring it up in the movie, like if he explains his powers in the movie, then all of
Hmm.
this just tells us something the character was about to.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
he doesn't, then it's meaningless. Good job, you told us. But I'm just saying, if he doesn't, then it's not something to look forward to because it doesn't happen.
Hmm. Yeah, I would say don't worry about it too much. At least we get more time to mull over it, right? At least as far as his powers are presented to us, like in season one, they all generally made sense, except that with the eyes and domain, maybe there's a lot more going on. Maybe we can figure that out here.
I don't know if eyes even have anything to do with it.
He's got crazy eyes. They gotta mean something. He's got genjutsu or whatever.
Oh, I mean, do they have to mean something? Maybe part of his power is the fact he doesn't need his eyes to see. Because clearly, if you're like removing space and then adding space to teleport yourself around, you have to be able to see where you're going. Otherwise, you're teleporting yourself into something, which we all know
But
is bad.
but Theta, if this is all about perception, keep in mind Gojo also wears glasses.
Sometimes he wears a blinder thing. Remember?
He sometimes wears the blinders, sometimes he just takes it all off because he's tired of it.
Well,
Let's go
remember
see if he
there was
explains.
that one time where he was joking around about hitting on Megumi so that Megumi wouldn't be able to hit on a girl, and he just pulls the glasses down. It's like, so it doesn't matter.
Well, speaking of things that don't matter, be sure to go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can go ahead and follow us over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's also worth the challenge, just a little bit extra.
Click the link below, join the Discord, tell us about all the other things that don't matter.
That's a really nice guy.
Trying to find the moment where I can find out where the audio is. Don't know if I need to turn it up or not.
おいおい、寂しいこと言うなよ。俺がどれだけお前を殴りたかったか、もっと俺の気持ちを。
We're on the bully arc now.
こんなにじらされたら、うっかり殺しちゃうぞ。来ちゃダメだ。リカちゃん。
Oh, he's dead.
So, 4 people.
Yup.
I guess I would have known that better if I was looking at people in the background.
They're just kind of hanging around, really. Oh gosh.
Well, looks like they still are. It's kind of like we're continuing the story of that guy from the first part of the first season. Or the middle part of the first season.
Oh, that is... Oh. There's obvious parallels, right?
Oh, back to the room.
The crazy room.
完全秘匿での死刑執行ありえないでしょ。
しかし本人が了承した。
未成年16歳の子供ですよ。逆に何人呪い殺されるか分かりません。現に2級術師が3人、1級術師が1人、返り討ちに遭ってるんです。だから僕にお鉢を回した。
Most of the people we use are second grade sorcerers.
それをお忘れですか？
There we go.
ではやはり。
ええ。乙骨ユタは呪術高専で預かります。
So Gojo just likes adopting people, alright.
これは何かな？乙骨ユタか。
ナイフだったものです。死のうとしました。でも、リカちゃんに。
So he's the Gara of Jujutsu Kaisen.
He's gotta stand.
Well, you know, like Gara's mom in the sand would not let him anything happen to him.
Right,
And
right.
didn't exactly listen to what Gara said either.
傷つけたくありません。だからもう外には出ません。
でも一人は寂しいよ。
He tried to kill himself. I don't think he's gonna live alone long.
使い方次第で人を助けることもできる。力の使い方を学びなさい。すべてを投げ出すのはそれからでも遅くはないだろう。
So yeah, Gojo's done this before, it seems.
Well, I mean, except that our main boy wasn't trying to kill himself either. Because Gojo basically said, you know, if this doesn't work out, you can try and kill yourself again.
Mm-hmm. Yuji's just way more upbeat. Did we actually get a name for the kid again? I think it maybe
Yuta?
come up, but... Kyoto?
No,
Okay.
Yuta. Y-U-T-A. I think, if that wasn't the name of the bully. Pretty sure his name is Yuta, though. Oh, they sell those in every, like, trinket shop.
It's a nice breakfast.
It says you.
It looks nice.
I eat none of that.
Well, how about the bowl of white rice there?
No. When I want rice, I typically put actually tomato soup in it.
The-
I need flavor for my rice.
I'm gonna have to come over there and bring you to justice for cooking crimes, Theta. I'm sorry.
In cooking crimes.
Yes, tomato sauce and rice?
I said tomato soup. Tomato sauce is something else.
That's even more of a crime.
It's not. It's tomato soup flavored rice at that point.
It should not be.
Why not? You know what my favorite meal is, Griff?
What's that? Surprise me.
Macaroni and tomato juice.
Ah,
That's not even Griff, that's great. You can put meatballs in there if you want.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and teach you how to cook, Theta.
I don't need to, it's a cheap meal.
Is it just me though, or am I getting? Are you feeling like the My Hero Academia in this music right now?
No. This is a lot more. I don't know. My Hero Academia has like. There's a difference. I can't put it to words. My Hero Academia is either like an upbeat, like we can do it sort of thing, or like a times are tough and you're gonna feel it in the grind of the song. This is more of a. You could put this in a fantasy setting, and it would still fit. Like, it doesn't tell me much. Remember, these were third years, right? So, even a couple of years back, they would still be here. Which means that if Megumi is here, he'd be a first year, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, no, wait, they were second years, weren't they?
No, no, they are second.
Which means they should be first years now?
So this is first year, yeah.
And Megumi was a second year, so he should be a first year if he's around.
Oh, that's right. All the sorcerers can kind of like sense that stuff.
I guess it's gonna suck if Yuta was the name of the bully, and this is Megumi the whole time, and it's just fucking stupid.
It's okay, he's about to introduce himself to us. The movie's finally starting.
Well, he's cursed, so. Again, he's like our guy from season 1.
呪われてるやつが来るところじゃねえよ。
日本国内での開始者、行方不明者は年平均
So yeah, welcome to class.
Yeah, welcome to class. We tried to stab you the first time you got in.
Oh, is this gonna be our guy with the lines on his face? Do we know his name?
Oh gosh. Oh, what? But no, can't be that character.
都立呪術高等専門学校だ。
事前に言ってよ。
今教えたの？
メンゴ。あ、早く離れた方がいいよ。
Well, Gojo hasn't changed at all.
Yeah, to defend him.
Going back in time again.
I guess that's just gonna be it's gonna be one of those, right? We're doing a prequel about somebody we don't see in the main show. You know, kind of like how Bleach does it or Naruto does it.
Yeah, of course. I'm wondering too, like how we're gonna go ahead and start tying this in.
I mean, maybe we won't.
Maybe we don't at all. Maybe just here's what all these characters went through at one point.
こんにゃく
So his stand is his childhood girlfriend that dies at some point.
リカとユータは大人になったら結婚するの。
Well, didn't expect the smash cut for there, but I did expect the end.
Well, clearly I expected it because I called it out.
助かるわけねえだろ。頭潰れてんだぞ。なんだって子供が車にひかれて。そうです。早く。
Ah, fuck that.
Additionally traumatizing.
That's not traumatizing, that's fucking scary. It's Pet Cemetery stuff right there.
He's never gonna sleep again.
てな感じで彼のことが大好きなリカちゃんに呪われてる乙骨ゆうたくんです。みんなよろしく。ゆうたに攻撃するとリカちゃんの呪いが発動したりしなかったり、何にせよみんな気をつけてね。
早く言えよ。
It should be easy enough. Just don't fucking attack him.
僕がちゃちゃっと紹介するね。
この先生が悪い気がする。
He's not wrong.
全員マキ。呪いを払える特別な武具を扱うよ。呪言師犬巻トゲ。おにぎりの具しか語彙がないから会話頑張って。
昆布。
パンダ。
パンダだ。よろしく頼む。
とまあ、こんな感じ。
一番欲しい説明がなかった。
さあ、これで1年も4人になったね。
3人と1匹。
午後の呪術実習は22のペアでやるよ。トゲパンダペア。
頑張ろう。
マキユータペア。
蹴っていった。
I mean, he just brought him here. It feels like this is his first time doing anything, so that he has no idea what he's even here for. Beyond,
No
I guess,
idea what he's here for.
whatever they
Paired up
talked
with
to
first
in
stab him.
the curse room.
お前、いじめられてたろ。図星か。わかるわ。私でもいじめる。呪いのせいか。善人ですってセルフプロデュースが顔に出てるぞ。気持ち悪い。なんで守られてるくせに被害者面してんだよ。ずっと受け身で生きてきたんだろう。何の目的もなくやってけるほど。呪術高専は甘くねえぞ。
マーキー、それくらいにしろ。
おかか。
I tell
And he's
ya,
just such a good guy.
I'm not that big of a fan of Maki in both season 1 or here.
あいつは少々他人を理
You
解
know, she's like running off, trying to leave her family and everything like that, and then the other girl's trying to bring her in.
本当のことだから。
At least like season 1 Maki, like comes off as like pretty cool and just, you know, a little bit sour.
Disagree.
This is like super sour.
I don't even know why you're saying pretty cool. She doesn't do that much in season 1.
She does a couple fights during like the whole tournament thing.
Yeah,
I should
where they
say.
go over her backstory and about how she's running away from everything.
子供が呪いにさらわれたってことですか。
そう。今んとこ2人。
大勢の思い出になる場所にはな、呪いが吹き溜まるんだよ。学校、病院、何度も思い出され、その度に負の感情の受け皿となる。
I mean, something I'm also noticing, it seems like Maki got skinnier
今回
as she
みたいに
grows
呪
up.
いが発生するんだ。
呪いを払い、子供を救出。死んでたら回収だ。 闇より出て闇より黒く、その汚れをみそぎ払え。
Ah, yes, the veil. The thing he also hasn't explained to him either.
夜になってく。
If only Rudy was here, he wouldn't have to speak the incantations.
呪いをあぶり出す結界だ。内側から簡単に解けるよ。そんじゃあくれぐれも死なないように。
先生。
転校生
You've literally not taught me anything.
He's been thrown so far into the deep end. Like, Yuji was ready for this because he just likes punching stuff. But this kid is not.
Well, no, Yuji wasn't ready for it. Remember, he had to go through movie watching training.
True, true.
こっちに来る。どうしよう。
わめくな
Ah, Mappa just showing off.
弱いやつほどよく群れる
So cool, see?
そりゃ人間と同じか
すごい。一振りで。
ほら
I guess that means Toto is a second year right now.
どこに？
中に決まってんだろ
Yeah, that would check out then. Is he just gonna appear out of nowhere, though? That's my question.
セインさん、怖くないの？
名字で呼ぶな
ごめん。でもめちゃくちゃ出そうだよ。もう出てるけど。
帳が降りているのに呪いの数が少ない。いや、いるのに襲ってこない。
Yeah, because they're all super weak.
まさかこいつがいるか
Yeah, I'm looking at those designs. I'm just like, oh yeah, I could take them.
おい
Well, no, she said the weaker they are, the larger groups they gather in. So, if we're seeing hundreds of them,
呪術師には4から
they're
1
all
の階級がある
extremely weak.
でも僕、呪術高専来たばっかだし。そんなんないんじゃ。
もういい学生証見せろバカ目隠しからもらったろ
バカ目隠し。はい、どうぞ。
ま、前歴なしで入学なら4級
特級？
特級って1級のさらに上だろ
Yeah, maybe Gojo just only, weighs in on special grade people like Yuji.
I guess Gojo just figures he can handle it.
Well, no, because he throws everybody into the deep end. Or Yuji, he appears to fight a special doll thing.
無駄にでけえな
Yeah, that move was not going to necessarily work here.
I mean, at the same time, I guess it's not so much that Yuta is special grade. Rika, I guess, is special grade.
Right.
あの呪いの腹の中だよこんくらいで気絶してんじゃねえ
ってことは食べられたの？
そうだてめえ呪いに守られてんじゃねえのかよ
リカちゃんがいつ出てくるか僕もよくわからないんだ。それよりどうするの？
時間が来て帳が上がれば助けが来る8だくそ助けてあ
お願い、こいつ死にそうなんだ。
Oh, hey, it's your trauma again.
子供が呪いにさらわれたってことですか？
さあ今んとこ2人呪いを
Yeah, but remember, human demon, right? You don't know which kids have been fucked with either.
生きてた。
よくね
Right. Though this is like slightly before his time, or maybe this is when he gets
I'm
revealed.
not saying he's here. I'm just saying use him as an example.
二人ともいつ死んでも
Yeah. I feel what you're saying. Anything could be a trap.
どうすれば？
どうにも助けを待つしかねえよ誰もがお前みてえに呪いに耐性があるわけじゃねえんだよ
セインさん。セインさん。 なんだこの傷。呪いがかかってるのか。
お姉ちゃん死んじゃうの。ねえ助けてよお兄ちゃん。
Wonder what the hell's going on with his eye.
無理だよ僕。
Probably like Jess's curse, or maybe just heavily bruised.
マジで何しに来たんだ。呪術高専に
I
よ。
mean, she got cursed and she got multiple eyes.
何が
He
した
got
い。
cursed and his eyes
何
turned
が欲しい。
purple.
何を叶えたい。
僕はもう誰も傷つけたくなくて閉じこもって消えようとしたんだ。でも一人は寂しいって言われて言い返せなかったんだ。誰かと関わりたい。
So I mean, I would hope that we're getting introduced to this guy. Like he'll be a major character in season 2 or something, but the fact that this is a prequel makes me confused on that whole thing.
じゃあ払え。呪いを払って払って払いまくれ。自信も他人もその後からついてくんだよ。呪術高専はそういう場所だ。
This is all some good emotional beats here. We're actually like finally getting through to the character.
リカちゃん。
何？
力を貸して。
Also, go figure that we get another finger-related thing, huh?
Oh, that's a little bit scarier than we've seen so far. I love the design.
Oh yeah, 'cause you're spilling blood even outside the dome thing.
怖い怖い。
I mean, I think we kind of know what the trope is here, right?
Well, what do you think?
That they're emotionally tied, right? And that she protects him, so he's gonna call on her in a moment where he's gonna get attacked by something stronger, and he's gonna have to watch her die a second time.
Oh gosh, that's brutal. You might be onto something.
I mean, that's the trope you see in these things.
Guy's carrying 2 kids and a girl his age. Yeah, no, that's a lot for how much he doesn't seem like he exercises.
頑張れユータ。
頑張るよ。
おかえり。頑張ったね。
Well, of all things, that went pretty well.
よかった。
I also feel like we're gonna time jump at some point.
Oh, it is just one movie, so yeah, we'll have to eventually.
Well, I mean, I feel like we're just still being introduced to him, and that we're gonna time jump forward where he's like an adult or something. Although we can't because it's only a year and back, right?
Yeah, there's only so much time to skip here.
I feel like she looks as old as she does the moment she dies, but he grows up. Well, I guess she did die young.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah.
I'm just trying to piece together the mystery.
Oh gosh, that just looks so good. Animation budget is so good.
約束だよ。大人になったらリカとユータは結
I
婚
feel like the trick here is going to be that they're both dying anyway, right?
Oh yeah, there's something horrifyingly wrong with him, and he's just gonna bite it.
Well, no, like they were, yeah, I mean, yeah, but they were both part of a, like, you know, like a children's hospice ward or whatever it is.
どうかした
Hmm.
That's why they were like, when we grow up, let's get married, because they both know that they're never growing up or something. But he's older.
僕に呪いをかけたんじゃなくて、僕がリカちゃんに呪いをかけたのかもしれません。
これは持論だけどね。愛ほど歪んだ呪いはないよ。
How old do you think Gojo is?
先生、
I thought he was like early 20s.
呪術高専でリカちゃんの呪いを解きます。
Cool, but you don't know what Rika wants.
Oh, that building is not doing well.
Dropped his card, huh? And now the bad guys know. Oh, there's our guy. The guy I thought he might have been.
Yeah, here we go.
Because he had the hair of Lion Guy.
422秒の完全権限。このような事態を防ぐために乙骨を君に預けたのだ。申し開きの余地はないぞ。小姓悟。
In case any clarifications is needed, Lion Guy is different from Human Demon. Those are two different people. I just don't know their names. They both
You
have
forgot the name of the evil sorcerer, basically.
They both have lines on their faces. That's why I call him Lion
あ
Guy.
のね、私らがあの呪いについて言えることは一つだけ。わからない。呪術師の家系でもない女児の呪いがどうしてあそこまで莫大なものになったのか。理解できないものをコントロールすることはできません。ま、トライアンドエラーってね。
He brings up a good point. I've just been kind of accepting it so far because the world's weird, but like, yeah, why is the little kid so powerful?
そうなれば、私が乙骨側につくことも忘れずに。
See, his eyes can just be out. They don't have to be behind shit, so that means nothing.
野暮な年寄りどもめ。
See?
ああはなりたくないね。
He's not like fucking Cyclops.
気をつけよっと。大体さ。ワコードから
Then I guess the question is still obviously why. I guess like he doesn't like staring out into the sun.
I don't know, maybe his eyes are hypersensitive.
He'd finally get the exercise he needs.
Maybe he has an aversion to UV radiation like Char.
何人たりともね。
This is a good act one. I think this like all came together so far.
ささ、どうぞ。
はい。
I guess I'm still just stuck trying to figure out why him, right? What makes him so important that he is the feature of a movie and not like anybody we already know?
Mhm.
何千何万もの磁力の結び目を読み、一つずつほどいていく。呪われている君本人にしかできないやり方だ。
具体的にどうすれば。
これを使うといい。
Why not give
Now
him a
kill
gun?
someone with it.
Give him one of the guns. There was a fucking gun in the room. Unlike Ranking of Kings, this one has guns in it.
Honestly, I'd probably trust a teenager even less with a gun.
パイプはできてるんだ。理科の呪いをもらい受け、刀に込めて支配する。繰り返し量を増やし、いずれは全てを手中に収める。あとは晴れて自由の身さ。君も彼女もね。
刀に呪いを込める。
Well, no. Then you'd literally be that DC character named Katana, where her dead husband inhabits the blade of a katana, and
Yeah. I think she featured in one of the Suicide Squad movies for a bit.
yeah, the first one. But my point is more so you don't release her. You just embody her into a katana instead of a ring or whatever.
Maybe it's like part of the goal. It's like, oh, if we could just shove it all into a sword, then we could get rid of the kid.
You think maybe that's the katana that Maki uses in season 1?
Yeah, no. You're making a good point. It does have like the same colored guard, I think. Gotta keep an eye out for that.
I gotta say, my problem is that's the thing that's separating me from the emotional core of the movie right now, is trying to figure out what I'm trying to be told.
Maybe just take it as it comes.
Can't do that.
Gotta overthink it. Oh, what a cheap shot.
私から一本取るんだろ。はい。
I was about to say, like, landing a blow on someone in a practice shouldn't necessarily be that hard, except in anime, where you can do super dodges.
また私の勝ちだな。最後の入りました。甘えんな。常に実践のつもりでやれ。痛みがあるのとないのとじゃ、成長速度が団地なんだよ。そうだ。僕は。
Or do you think that maybe Rika is gonna turn on him because he's gonna fall for Maki and she's gonna get jealous?
Oh gosh, no, that's a good read too. Oh, it's been 3 months. Yuta has such like standard anime protagonist energy right now, though, doesn't he?
Oh no. No, because we wouldn't say the same thing about that guy from halfway through season 1. And he's basically a mirror of that. Oh, don't tread on Gojo's territory.
I think your read is getting better and better now.
Yeah, you have to hang around him for a lot longer, I think, to know what the ingredients stand
for a whole season, and I still don't understand.
Yeah, the only thing I understand is that, like, salmon isn't affirmative.
ユータも一緒に行っといて、トゲのサポートだ。え、サポート？
I think also the more obvious thing is that we've seen these three, and he ain't with them.
Yeah, exactly.
トゲの呪言はそのいい例だ。しっかり勉強しておいで。呪言？文字通り言葉に呪いがこもるのさ。ま、見た方が早いよ。呪いを解くなら、まずは呪いを知らなきゃね。
初めての実践。いや、2回目か。緊張するな。
シャキ。
ごめんなさい。
ユータ。
Yeah, I guess that's. Are you ready? Right?
Yeah. It's the.
If salmon is always an affirmative, then that would be a ready? Question mark?
リカは出すな。前回みたいに運よく引っ込んでくれるとは限らない。リカの力は 刀に収まる範囲で使うこと。もし
So we're training him to be Naruto.
出しちゃったら
Oh
Gosh, we really are, aren't we?
Well, yeah, we're where Naruto had a hard time getting the power of the Nine Tails out.
Mhm.
He's having a hard time keeping the power of the Nine Tails in.
The birds know what's up.
Oh, there's our guy too. He's from season 1.
Oh, 5x point bonus. Can't wait.
ほぼシャッター街となってます。ここら一帯を解体して大型ショッピングモールを誘致する計画がありまして、その視察中に低級の呪いの群れを確認。犬巻2級術師にはその払いをお願いします。で、あれ、犬巻術師
いない。
ありがとうした。
あ、伊地知さん、あそこ。
He's got snacks.
No, he confusingly went out and bought a salmon. So.
喉薬
Oh, no,
remember
just butt
using
work.
too much of his power, yeah.
曰くがつくと後々面倒なので、今のうちに払ってくれとのことです。
鮭。
では、帳を下ろします。
I'm just imagining him into that Dexter's Lab scenario of the omelette au fromage one.
Oh, yeah, it's the only thing he... It is what he's stuck at.
呪い低級の群れって言ってたよ。
明太子。
I guess our Yuta guy is getting kind of lucky too, and that he keeps getting thrown into low-level spirit scenarios.
Well, I guess, like, the whole Jujutsu tech thing is, like, the learning through experience, right?
Our main guy got thrown into a lot of high-level shit.
呪いは弱いやつほどよく群れる。
とは言っても、いくらなんでも多すぎじゃん。
Every complaint you've ever submitted to a store is here.
犬巻君、そんなに近づいたら危ない。
Every use of a command spell you ever wanted.
Yeah.
これが中古。え、あ、そっか。え、もう終わりか。
名前よ。
めっちゃ声枯れてる。あ、だから喉薬。すごい力だけど、それなりにリスクもあるんだな。
Well, I mean, it's only really useful if they could have exploded, right?
どうしたの？あれ？
Well, I mean, I figure, like, him saying it chooses what happens next, right?
No, it tells them what to do.
これじゃ出られないね。
If he turned around and told Yuta to explode, I don't think Yuta would explode.
I think the point is that he would.
No, he wouldn't.
なんだこの呪い。
He controls them. He doesn't
気配が。
alter reality.
犬巻君。
To be fair, that does not defeat my argument. A person could conceivably twist their own arm.
何あれ。呪い低級って言ってたのに話が違くない？あのサイズなのに。小学校のデカブツよりもずっと
Is it?
怖かった。
I don't think it is.
そうだ。
Well, it did just fire laser beams at them at will and didn't flinch at having its whole arm twisted, so...
I don't know. I think the dude that's large enough to swallow you whole is scarier than the laser firing monkey.
おったりこっちを探ってる様
It's
子
just
じゃない。
standing there, menacingly.
Well, it's not even standing there. It's floating.
県外なんで？ 帳が上がらない以上払うしかないんだよね。
Did they explain why he couldn't, like, use text-to-speech?
稲巻君、もう動いて大丈夫なの？
I don't think so.
Like, he could have a
本
phone
部
and just learn to be a real quick typer.
We could have an My Hero Academia Hawks moment, just like, yeah, I'm gonna pull out the phone and type on it forever. I'm gonna file that down to personal preference.
ありがとう、稲巻君。でも大丈夫だよ。二人で頑張ろう。
I imagine somewhere in the next 20 minutes we're gonna go on a mission with the panda guy, too. That we're
Yeah,
just
that
going
would make
to
sense. That's
slowly
what we do.
ingratiate our way with every member of the team, so that he's gonna have to sacrifice his life to save them.
怒った。なんで？ただでさえおっかないのに。
Can you outrun a laser beam? Let's find out.
足を止めるな。刀に呪い
I
を
mean, it's not
込め。
really... Because, you know, it lights up the area first, and then it hits it. So, literally, he's calling the action.
Laser beams are getting a bit more animated than last time.
稲巻君は優しいんだ。不用意に人を呪わない
Also,
ため
it
に
seems like they're coming from the
呪いの
ground,
込めない
right?
おにぎりの具で話してるんだよね。
Because otherwise there'd be giant holes in the ceiling.
危険から
Yeah, I
遠
think
ざけよ
you're
うとして
right.
あの時も緊張してた僕に気を使ってくれてたんだよね。
No, that's Zoro.
浅いっていうか硬い。
Oh, there goes your whole hand.
まだこの呪いにかなわない。でも
Wow, that's music.
You know that takes like an hour to settle in, right?
I'm glad they cut off the music right when I was complimenting it.
Yeah. This is the beat drop. Aw.
Also, pointedly, I guess that means he falls faster than the speed of light. Because he was in the light sphere, and then he fell, and then was able to push out.
I would probably say these are definitely not light speed, and if someone in like a death battle starts claiming that, I'm gonna call him.
お疲れ。リカちゃんの呪いを解いたら僕はもう普通の人間。呪術高専にはいられなくなるけど、それまでに少しでもみんなの役に立ちたいな。お、帳どうしよう。
残念。噂のリカちゃんを見に来
Yeah,
た。
there's my guy.
同じ特急。
Just hanging around having fun.
したいな。落とし物も届けなきゃだし。
Do you think he figured out he lost his ID after 3 months?
トゲの呪言はな、生まれた時から使えちゃったから、昔はそれなりに苦労したみたいだ。呪うつもりのない相手を呪っちゃったりな。境遇としてはユータにかなり近い。だから入学当初からお前を気にかけてたみたいでな。
Is that why he tried to attack me the day I showed up in class?
I don't know. I think if like a spooky giant stand showed out of nowhere, I'd be a little worried too.
No, Spooky Giant Stand showed up after they attacked him, remember? Order of events are important, Griff.
マキさん、ちょっと。 刀に呪いを込めるのもう少しスムーズにやりたいんだけど、何かコツとか。
知らねえ。呪力のことは私に聞くな。
She's not good at it, remember? That's why she uses
Yep.
cursed objects.
Instead of explaining it, she just gets happy and walks away.
これ以上はもう何も見つからないだろうと、伊地知さんからっす。
うん、わかった。ありがとう。
はいっす。
Don't get so excited. He's got a crush on a blue girl, not you.
He just feels it. He senses it.
I mean, we know he was there.
加えて予定にない準1級レベルの呪いの発生。すべては私の不徳の致すところ。何なりと処分を。
いや、いい。相手が悪すぎた。
と申しますと、犯人に心当たりが。
Yes, and his name was John C. do, 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 do.
Yeah, no, here we go. We're getting this full second act.
Oh, he doesn't have the line yet, though. Maybe it's
Maybe
across
this
his
is the movie
forehead.
he gets it.
100を超える一般人を自殺し、呪術高専を追放された最悪の呪詛師だよ。
This is literally how Rogue One explains how Han Solo gets the jacket. You want to know
really?
how our bad guy got a line across his forehead? Let's find out.
帰ろうよ。大丈夫だからもうちょっと待ってなさい。でも。
Imagine just having a post for you to lean on. It's a
It's
random
got
like
utility.
it's a random post in the middle of your floor, so you can sit down and go.
He's got style. Ghetto's got style, alright? We know that much already.
でもあんた最近まともに眠れてないでしょ。だからってこんなうさんくさい。
刺すような視線を常に感じている。肩が重く息苦しくなる時がありますね。呼吸の仕方。
Yeah, they call that a heart attack.
そしてよく
Creepy.
犯される夢を見る。
Creepy.
Yeah, no, get rid of that thing immediately.
動かないで。
嘘。すごい楽に。
Cute little business he's got.
I mean, it feels like he's got more like a cult. Everybody saw people bowing to him. Let's see, I go.
Yeah, yeah.
ね、言ったでしょ。仏様のようなお人だった。
仏様ね。よくわかってるじゃないか。呪術も扱えない猿どもめ。
巣が出てますよ、ゲトウ様。幹部が揃いました。ミーティングルームへ。何をなさっているのですか？
除菌消臭。みんなに猿の匂いが移るといけない。
So wait, is he not even one of the leaders? Or is he like on the level of Gojo in his own group?
No, I think this might be like before he breaks off with everyone.
Oh, he already broke off. They already talked about that. Oh, I'm talking about... You're confusing me, Griff, by bringing up things I'm not talking about. Why are you walking sideways down the hall?
そんなに慌ててどうされました？
とぼけるな。早くわしの呪いを払え。お前にいくら払ったと思ってる。
いくら？
ざっと1億飛んで500万ですね。
Alright, that's damn fine business.
寄付はありません。
もう限界かな。
But it's like $10 million.
It's like 1 to 100, so yeah.
それぞれ役割があ
Right,
ります。
so yes, that's the answer.
金を集める猿と呪いを集める猿。あなたは前者。お金がないなら用済みです。
ふざけるな。
Alright. Oh, that's
Come
gonna
on,
be
what do you
tough to
say,
get out of
Ghetto?
her
Not in the
business.
building.
本当に同じ人間ですか？
だから言っているだろう。彼らは猿だ。時が来たよ、家族たち。猿の時代に幕を下ろし、呪術師の楽園を築こう。まずは手始めに呪術界の要、呪術高専。
I feel like all of these people are gonna be dead by movie's end.
Alright, now at least I completely understand what Ghetto's up to.
Oh yeah, superiority complex.
It wasn't super clear in season 1, but like here it's just like, alright, cool. He's just a supremacist. Easy.
I mean, I figured that stood out in season 1. Like, he didn't care about all the people who were dying around him when everyone was self-combusting in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm. So the reason why obviously changes the vibe is what I'm getting at.
I don't know. I don't even think that's enough to know about him to really understand what the fuck's going on.
噂をすればだ。校内の11級以上の術師を正面ロータリーに集めろ。
珍しいな。
ユータの勘が当たった。
鮭。
The Mega Pelican.
Well, the confrontation is happening pretty damn quick.
Gotta do the Act 2 confrontation where everyone feels like they lose.
ゲトン様、本当にここ東京？田舎くそ。ナナコ、失礼。ミミコだってそう思うでしょ？
もうさっさと降りなさい。
あんた寒くないの？あいつら何？
お前らこそ何者だ。侵入者は許さんぞ。ユータさんが。
本部。
殴られる前にさっさと帰んな、ユータさんに。
はじめまして、おっかつくん。私はゲトウスグル。
早い。はじめまして。
君はとても素晴らしい力を持っているね。
At least I like him more
私はね。
than the demons that we've been getting on season
大いなる
1.
目的のために使うべきだと考える。
Ghetto, you mean?
Yeah.
今の世界に疑問はないかい？
He's got a fun personality to work with here.
呪術師が暗躍する世界さ。
Well, he feels less one tone than all the demons feel like.
矛盾が成立
But then we did spend a whole season like kind of trying
Well,
to
the
flesh
demons
them
are
out.
about one thing, so it checks out, right?
Well, no, that's like literally I just said they're not all about one thing. We spent the whole fucking season fleshing them out.
ナンセンス。そろそろ人類も生存戦略を見直すべきだよ。だからね、君にも手伝ってほしいわけ。
何をですか？
非術師を皆殺しにして呪術師だけの世界を作るんだ。
何？
言ってんだ。
僕の生徒にイカれた思想を吹き込まないでもらおうか。
サトル、久しいね。
まずその子たちから離れろ、スグル。
95ers right there in the back.
今年の1年は粒揃いと聞いたが、なるほど。君の受け持ちか。特級秘術者、突然変異呪骸、呪言師の末裔、そして全員家の落ちこぼれ。
てめえ！
発言には気をつけろ。君のような猿は私の世界にはいらないんだから。
There we go.
ごめんなさい。ゲトウさんが言ってることはまだよくわか
Well, I
りま
mean,
せん。
also the fact that Yuta doesn't believe that he is the Geto says either.
友達を侮辱する人の手伝いは僕にはできない。
No, no, wait, never mind. He did say that. He thinks he cursed Rika, not Rika is a curse from him
じゃ
on
あ
him.
一体どういうつもりでここに来た？
宣戦布告さ。お集まりの皆々様、耳の穴かっぽじってよーく聞いていただこう。来たる12月24日、日没と同時に我々は百鬼夜行を行う。場所は呪いのるつぼ、東京、新宿、呪術の聖地、京都。各地に千の呪いを放つ。下す命令はもちろん暴殺だ。地獄映像を描きたくなければ視力を尽くして止めに来い。
Or, you know, attack is right here.
思う存分呪いやおうじゃないか。
うわー、ゲトウ様、お店閉まっちゃう。
もうそんな時間か。すまない。
No, no, no war today. We gotta get to the store.
竹下通りのクレープを食べたいと聞かなくてね。おいとまさせてもらうよ。いやはや、あんな猿の多いところの何が。
このまま行かせるとでも？
That's what I'm saying.
やめとけよ。可愛い生徒が私の間合いだよ。
I remember that one commenter back in the day who said Gojo could kill everybody in Japan in an instant if he wanted to.
Here's the proof.
Well, no, not really. He didn't do anything.
弱者生存。それがあるべき社会の姿さ。弱きを助け、強きをくじく。いいかい、サトル。呪術は非術師を守るためにある。
それ正論？俺正論嫌いなんだよね。
君は五条悟だから最強なのか、最強だから五条悟なのか。
何が言いてんだよ。
もし私が君になれるのなら、この馬鹿げた理想も地に足がつくと思わないか。
It's fair.
生き方は決めた。あとは自分にできること。
Things kind of change when you have the ability to create the infinite.
Well, it's more about power, right?
Right, which is, of course, Ghetto's argument.
Yeah, if I'm powerless, then my crazy ideas are just crazy ideas. But if I can do them, then they're not crazy ideas, they're ideas.
But, of course, naturally, you shouldn't do the crazy stuff.
I mean, if anything bad happens to those people, it's their fault for being gray background NPCs. Literally look up for once in your life and notice that what's happening in front of you.
Yeah, wake up, sheeple.
Basically.
主従制約のない自然発生した呪いなどを取り込み操ります。設立した宗教団体を呼び水に信者から呪いを集めていたようです。もともと所持していた呪いもあるはずですし、ここ数年呪いの報告数が減少傾向にあったことも考慮すると、数2000というのもはったりではないかもしれません。
だとしても統計的にはそのほとんどが2級以下の雑魚。呪詛師だってどんなに多く見積もっても50そこらだろう。
そこが逆に怖いところですね。あいつが素直に負け戦を仕掛けるとは思えない。
I guess technically he's drawn in, like, the nature demon and all of them too, and human demon.
Right, he
So-
just didn't absorb them.
No, because they said he has the ability to draw them in. So he's drawn in, not just weak ones.
So smart he predicted the entire beating. Oh, we were just cutting straight to it.
こっちの勝率は3割ってとこかな。
Yeah, because remember the spirits are like fucking invisible to normal people, so.
だが、そのなけなしの勝率を9割9分まで引き上げる手段が。 一つだけあるんだよ。乙骨ユータを殺して特級過
I'll
剰
say he must not have met the other demons yet. Because they're not
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, it feels like pre his other plan.
Must be what plan he gets after the line thing.
呪いなんていくらでも取り込めるんだよ。勝率の高い戦で光線が乙骨というカードを切ることはない。下手を打てば敵も味方も全滅だからね。百鬼夜行の真の目的は乙骨を孤立無縁に追い込むこと。さあ。
Yeah, let's kill 2 major cities full of people.
Yeah, he's just down for it. He doesn't
to
care.
isolate one guy.
とんでもないことになっちゃったな。マキさん。
何してんだ。今週は休校だろ。
いや、なんか落ち着かなくて。寮の人たちも全然いないし。
2年は前から京都に遠征中だったからな。
Which means technically, my boy Toto here is out there fighting.
Oh, this is the literal event they talked about, where he's just like, yeah, he beat up all of them on his own. And we're just not even gonna go over there.
I guess somewhat more impressive now that we know his power is literally, you know...
Yeah, clap and replace.
Yeah. It's not some sort of wide-reaching superpower. He's just teleporting all over the place, killing things.
He's big, he's crazy, he teleports. Yeah. Oh, we know this one. They told us in season 1.
Say it real quick before they do.
You gotta be able to see curses.
一般人でも死に際とか特殊な状況で見えることがあるけどな。私はこのダセーメガネがねえと呪いが見えねえ。私の呪具は初めから呪力がこもってるもんで。
So technically, doesn't that make the whole thing untrue then?
What do you mean?
If the minimum requirement to being a Jujutsu sorcerer is to be able to see curses, and you can't see curses except with an item,
yeah,
that means you can't see curses.
Yep, that means she's not a Jujutsu sorcerer.
And yet she is.
She's training to beat people up with weapons. She is an ordinary person.
Literally, you're not paying attention. They said, why are you a Jujutsu sorcerer then? They said, because I'm spiteful. She is one, Griff. She's a grade 1 sorcerer who can't see curses. Which means it's not a minimum requirement, because she doesn't fulfill it. Comments are gonna love the fact we're talking over a thing, debating the thing that they're talking about. I hope you're ready for me, the memory of me to motivate you a year from now when you reach the new main characters.
Ah, this hidden with the hammer right now.
He's just a prototype version of, what's her name? The other girl that stayed with the clan that idealizes her still.
I forgot her name at the moment.
The one that I had backwards, thinking she was the more important one. And it turns out Maki is the important one. The one that Toto sticks around with. Happens at least once a year, it seems.
建物インフラの破壊は可能な限り避けろ。逃げ遅れた一般人がいる可能性もある。見つけ次第避難させろ。聞いてるのか、サトル。
一人めんどくさそうなやつ。
Imagine you didn't evacuate, right?
なるほど。
Imagine you didn't evacuate. The fact you can't see these things, right? So. Hey guys, welcome back. What'd you fucking evacuate for? Nothing happened.
What do you do in the fight between two psychics? You just see two people standing there, and then one of them flies 20 feet away and explodes, you know?
I'm not sure you would see the explosion. Because it would be psychic energy, right?
Oh, but they can only explode if their body would be able to normally, right?
Yeah.
どうかされました？
いや、目立ちたがりが前線に出てこない。
Ah, he's figuring it out. The wheel's turning.
It doesn't matter where Gojo is. Remember, he can teleport.
こんな時にとは思いますが、早い方がいいかと。以前調査を依頼された乙骨くんの件です。
The most dramatic moment to tell him.
I hate to say this, Griff, but at some point, I might have to make a concept for it for this fucking show, just so I can remember everybody.
Oh, we're getting there, aren't we?
I mean, I just got done updating the Gundam board earlier. So. I'm assuming the foreigner is that girl that wanted stuff in that shop.
だから影武者の一人でも用意しておけばと。
下手なダミーは逆効果。ゲトウ様がおっしゃってたでしょ。ミミコ、ナナコ。
No, no, you're kind of right. If they see there's a fake, that just makes it more obvious.
待ってました。
あんたの相手は俺だよ。特急。
悪いけど。
He brought the rope.
今忙しいんだ。
It might be a little disinteresting, but it would be funny if he just fucking beat everybody in a second. Like the setup of a whole fucking movie, and then Gojo just beats everybody in a second. I mean, he beat them off screen.
But to be fair, that at least is a thing that we know would happen, ostensibly.
I don't even know that. Never really got a read on how powerful Maki is supposed to be.
So
remember, Maki kicked everyone's ass in the tournament thing. So assumedly she's supposed to be really strong. And then here we see her fainting at things.
Of course, now Geto gets a chance to show off how badass he is.
But I mean, we know he loses. I'm pretty sure Yuji would mention, hey, remember that time 10,000 people died? At some point.
Oh, yeah, the massacre last year? Man, crazy pipeline explosion, right?
You know what I want to see? Oh, what? No, sorry, never mind.
Oh, this is good. Panda's still one of my favorites.
That's what happens when I go on a tangent in my head to voice anything. Oh, what? No! Say, what if our boy here, not Panda, the new guy, ages really quickly and he turns out to be Yuji's grandpa? And it's like, no, wait, it's only been a year.
That would be, so crazy.
I mean, it would be crazy, but I thought for a second a prequel movie would be the perfect place to introduce the mystery of Yuji's grandpa.
Yeah, like, I'm into this, but I'm waiting for the wild card to happen here.
Well, yeah, our boy hasn't shown up yet, and him and Maki were next to each other, so... Did he just stay in class?
He just did. Well, you called it.
I guess she told him to wait behind Because they
I'm thinking
figured
so, yeah.
out. They figured out the plan was to isolate him.
And now here's the point where he sacrifices himself to save all of his friends.
Yeah, you say I called it. Well, I just literally said the 3 most popular tropes in anime. So
Just because they're popular doesn't mean you're wrong. When things are so serious, he uses his normal voice to tell you what to do.
he doesn't have a normal voice. Everything he says is command spell, basically. So why didn't he run away?
Because he's all out of juice.
That's not how that works. It's not even have juice. Remember, his throat gets ripped up.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, he should have thrown up more blood. Oh, look, it's Envy. But this was technically an anime, everything can explode. That's my Vegeta quote.
At the start of this universe, everything was laced with 10 pounds of TNT.
Okay, power I just learned and didn't show anybody.
He's been training for a year, he can know a spell or two, it's fine. You guessed it again.
Trope number 2.
蝶よりも花よりも丁重に扱え。ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、怒らないで。怒ってないよ。嫌いにならないで。嫌いになんてならないよ。僕らの敵はあいつだよ。ユータ、あいつ嫌い？ああ、大嫌いだ。じゃあ、リカも嫌い。おかえり。
Oh, this is getting fun.
I mean, it's very much... Sorry to use the words of the show. It's very much a cursed situation, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're in that, my girlfriend keeps threatening to kill me if I talk to other women. And the other night she stabbed me with a knife. You know, it's very much... What?
He got the item.
Showing off how strong Maki could be? I'm confused of where that came from. Maki is the item. Maki is the item user. The other kid is the one that talks. So did he just put Rika's energy into a megaphone he just happened to have?
Yeah. Rika was holding on to it, popped it into his hand, he used it using Rika's energy.
Not to say it like it's fucking normal.
But they've explained it perfectly, I don't know why you haven't. Alright, I put together some of it. It's like, it's coming together because it makes sense to me.
It's still all
but you're right,
out of...
they didn't state everything.
It's still all out of fucking nowhere.
Cursed items, there's a clan that has stuff. They make an item based on their stuff. It makes sense. But this is Jujutsu Kaisen. It goes hard and fast and it doesn't care. Is that John Constantine?
Give me... No, it's not in this. Also, give me at least 1 second of Toto. Come on, please.
Yeah, I want to see him, like, beat up 10 people in a row with one clap. Gosh, everyone's so damn cool.
I guess the woman in the red and white outfit with the scarred face isn't here though either.
That's grizzly.
年はまだ子供じゃないですか。今ならまだ引き返せます。
Was even he gonna beat up 2 people in a row?
No, he's got like no power, remember?
Yeah, exactly, which I'm like...
He can barely even see the veils.
地図にも載ってねえようなクソ田舎で呪術師がどういう扱い受けてるか。善悪そんなんあんたらで勝手にやってろし。
Oh hey, that's the same story one of our main character has.
黒も白だし白も黒なんだよ。私たちはあの人が見据える世界を信じてる。邪魔するやつは吊るして。
Oh, her power is literally Fatal Frame, alright.
見てる？また何してんの？
見てわかれ。
しぶといな。
I ain't got time to tell you how I'm getting my ass kicked.
あの名は珍しい呪いが編み込まれているな。こっちの術式が乱される。
もう半分も残ってない。これ一本編むのに俺の国の術師が何十年かけると思ってやる。
知るか。僕の1秒の方が勝ってる。
I don't know if we can answer that. It's probably going to be not long enough.
邪魔だ。
I think he literally said, "Don't destroy the buildings."
I don't think he cares much anymore.
原子レベルに干渉する緻密な重力操作で時空間を支配する。それを可能にしているのがあの目か。乗るままであと12分強。死ぬ気で逃げ切る。
I can't wait for the curse user that just uses sand. Defeats Gojo.
Oh god, just pockets.
If the power is his eyes, then that's clearly the thing to do.
That's why he wears the blindfold all the time.
That or, you know, just be a fucking normal human and just come around with flashbang grenades. Wow!
Oh good, he rolled away from that. I was about to say.
I mean, technically, apparently, Jujutsu sorcerers are immune to electricity too, because dude was standing on the ground and whipped live electrical wires.
Oh hell yeah.
Although oddly, that fight could have happened in Spike's family as well.
さっきのはやばかった。ヒットアンダー大いに徹して、あと10分弱を全力で耐える。死んだらたたるぞ、ゲト。
イエリさん、この子もお願いします。そこ寝かせといて。はいっす。あなたたち、何をしてるの？大丈夫っす。イエリさんが直してくれるっすから。よろしくお願いします。たく、ほんと面倒なことかましてくれた。
Toto should be out here somewhere. They said second years and up.
生まれて初めての劇場。重力が体に満ち満ちているね。身体能力の向上、万能感、五感が研ぎ澄まされているだろう。無謀どもでは相手にならないね。直に叩くとしようか。合わせろ。てか、人は食物連鎖の頂点に立ち、さらに行為の存在を無双し、神と呼んだ。おかしいと思わないか。無双せずとも我々呪術師がいるというのに。
Ah, here we go.
I can't tell if it's the soundtrack or if it's the fight. That's perfect.
It's both. It's so good. Oh, This is all just worth the price of admission, right?
Only if there's a second of Toto. I don't care if he shows up in post-credit. I just need something. Oh, the lyrics kick in. I mean, literally at this point, you'd be like, compared to those monkeys, I am a god, right?
He's gonna draw this back to the bullying, isn't he?
Nagasiri told Rika that he loves him, so it doesn't matter about bullying anymore. Like, it's just crazy that Yuta's giving us the insane eyes the entire fight, too. Gonna reform?
No, he's just going for the Black Flash. He's already got it too.
It really did just like time jump through their friendship though, and apparently a lot of his training.
They bought it though. Like they put it all out there. They gave us all the scenes we needed for that. I believe it.
I just mean he's showing up with powers that we've never seen him do before, and a confidence we've never seen him have before. I kind of feel like I must have fallen asleep at some point during the movie.
特級を関する人間は4人、呪いだと16体存在する。これはそのうちの1体、特級仮想怨霊、化身賜物前。さらに私が今所持している4461体の呪いを一つにして君にぶつける。
Oh, he's got over twice the amount that they expected him to have.
Not really. How many did you say right there?
4,661.
Yeah, didn't they say 20,000?
They said 2.
I think they said 20,000. He's not using everything he's got. Come on, save him, Toto. Oh, buddy.
Nope, too late.
9 to 5er. I'm assuming Toto's not showing up. I'm assuming everybody from the background of the school is going to come through. Because also I'm pretty sure people love 9 to 5er here more than they do Toto.
Honestly, 9 to 5er is still amazing.
Well, I just know he's a fan favorite. I think I frankly might have set my allegiance to a guy that just doesn't show up as often. Oh, do you think 9 to 5er is going to give him the line across his head?
Oh, you know, that'd be hilarious.
Well, it kind of matches literally the thing he's got. Oh, hey, she wasn't here before. Also, never mind, that's the fucking sword. So that's number 3 is not true.
Well, you got 2 out of 3, honestly. Good enough, right?
Oh, there she is, which means Toto has to be around here somewhere. Did I give up on Toto just before he's gonna show up? Yes! The movie's
You
good
saw him as a
again!
dust cloud.
I was happy enough with the words, Griff. Best movie of all time. He's like One Punch Man is, right? I'm gonna miss the special!
Honestly, Toto and 9 to 5 are probably get along. They both gotta clock out on time.
I asked for at least a second of it. I got 20 seconds. I'm happy enough. I got 20 times as much as I asked for. Wish we could have seen him do something, but fine, whatever.
It's the ring. It's the damn ring, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about, but my first thought was she dead the whole time?
Oh gosh, maybe. Then how'd you get hit by a car? Here we go.
I would hope that his final words would actually be that's rude.
It would almost have been right up there with the guy whose last words would have been wow.
Wait, wasn't Mika Panda another guy there in the blast?
I think they got like put somewhere else. And then they like jumped down a building or two.
Pretty sure he has both arms in the future, doesn't he?
Yeah. Or no, wait, he's always wearing like the big fancy cloak.
I'm pretty sure I've seen him use both arms.
Now that's
Technically-
a hell of a bet.
Technically, I didn't kill them. You did.
With the guy who just said he was about to mass murder 10,000.
そんなものの
He said sorcerers. Geto was gonna kill normal people. Not the same thing.
返しておいてくれ。
小学校もお前の仕業だったのか。
まあね。
呆れたやつだ。何か言い残すことはあるか。
誰が何と言おうと、猿どもは嫌いだ。でも、別に高専の連中まで憎かったわけじゃない。ただ、この世界では、私は心の底から笑えなかった。
すぐる。
Yours, they have the same initials.
We got the real parallel here.
I mean, Geto Suguru and Gojo Satura.
最後くらい、呪いの言葉を吐け。
Come on, man. One last spell, just for old time's sake. Oh, but no, this is good, but...
Maybe he has the lines on his forehead because he did die and became a demon. Or whatever they're called.
It, like... Got to, right?
No.
Gojo doesn't just let him walk away, right?
大丈夫か
Gojo.
しっかりしろユータ
But why are you still alive? You should be dead.
Yeah, I thought you sacrificed yourself there.
怪我マキさん稲垣君
I guess Rika sacrificed herself.
まだ腕治ってない
落ち着け。全員今のユータより元気だ。
俺の腕は二人と違って後でどうにでもなる助けてくれてありがとうな
鮭。
I mean, there's still time left. Maybe Geto's not dead. Maybe Geto kills him and uses his life force.
ごめんねリカちゃん待たせたね
どうしたユータ
Oh, now he's going.
力を貸してもらう代わりにリカちゃんと同じところに行く約束をです。
はあお前それ死ぬってことじゃねえか。何考えてんだバカ。
いやそれがリカちゃん
おめでとう。解除達成だね。
誰
グッドルッキングガイ五条悟先生だよ。以前ユータが立てた仮説面白いと思ってね、家計の調査を依頼した。理科の方は随分昔に終了してたけど、ユータの方はザルもいいとこだったからね。それで判明したんだけど、君菅原道真の子孫だった。超遠縁だけど僕の親戚。
菅
What?
誰
日本三大怨霊の一人。
超大物呪術師だ
ツナ。
ユータが正しかった。リカが君に呪いをかけたんじゃない。君がリカに呪いをかけたんだ。
リカちゃんどうしよう死んじゃうの助けなきゃ死んじゃダメだ死んじゃダメだ死んじゃダメだ死んじゃダメだ
That's a hell of a thing.
It
To be
makes
able to
perfect
force
sense.
someone's soul to stay around, right?
Right,
You have
young
the
kid
power
with
to
infinite
prevent
power.
somebody from dying or from passing on.
Yeah, yeah.
望んでいないのであれば解除は完了だ。まあその姿を見れば分かりきったことだよね。
全部僕のせいじゃないかリカちゃんをあんな姿にしてたくさんの人を傷つけて僕がゲトウに狙われたせいでみんなが死にかけた全部
ユータ、ありがとう。時間もくれて、ずっとそばに置いてくれて。リカはこの6年が生きてる時より幸せだ。
I keep saying everything is to me just another version of that Bleach movie, Memories of Nobody. Except we're gonna remember Rika, so
バイバイ。元気でね。 んまり早くこっちに来ちゃダメだよ。またね。
It's sad and tragic, but this is also the happiest ending this could have possibly gotten.
I could have been happier. I would have been happier if
Comes
he
back
did
to
die.
life.
No, I would have been happier if he did die.
That's not the happier ending.
It is. They would have been together.
That's you being.
I don't know why you're laughing. I'm being serious.
Oh gosh, the whole movie's actually been really serious, hasn't it?
今更だが、ゲトウの件、君に非はない。ユータがいなくても、あいつは必ず高専に来た。
ですかね。
それから、
So I guess that kind of means he is still a sorcerer.
He didn't find a replacement for a whole year for that card.
Because he's of the bloodline, so. Which means he just vanishes in the next year.
Or something. Oh, but there we go.
I don't know. I just guess for me it would have been a more emotional ending had he died with Rika, and then they like do the whole, just off into the afterlife together thing, because the whole movie's been building up to we're gonna stay together forever and ever, and then it turns out that he cursed her in her death, so that her soul was bound to him, which again is a super powerful thing, because you're not only determining the fact that the afterlife exists, but also that I have the power to keep you from it. But yeah, no, for me it would have been a more emotional ending if he had died.
It really would have been like the traditional tragedy if that was so, right? Because then everything is like his fault. It's like he's saying right there at the end.
He didn't
or
cause
like it's the
car
consequences
crash.
of actions coming back from. That's like what tragedy is. It's seeing someone being brought down by like the things that they did.
Well, no, I'm saying he didn't cause the car crash. Like
the tragedy, but he caused the demons.
The tragedy is the car crash, right? And then he has just we don't know how much time passes in between that and there, but every time, all the time in between that is just limbo, right? And then the release from limbo would be going off together, as though nothing had happened. I mean, as if you had died with her, rather than going off without her. Because now he's wandering off with the ring, indicating that they're still together, though she's no longer in existence.
Right. But I guess like to compare like this tragic possible ending, like the ending we got is more focused on Yuta overcoming the idea that he's responsible for everything that had happened there, right?
Well, no, he is responsible, but he didn't overcome it, he acknowledged it. Literally, not the same thing.
Or like finding forgiveness to himself, like will to live and all that. That was, I guess, like the core of like his journey for the movie, right?
I mean, even disagree
and
there.
Like ending that journey with like, I guess I should have just died, would have been an even worse downer on like a interpretational level, right?
No. It would have been acceptance of what I did. I promised to stay with her forever, and now we're staying together. Also, I expected to die when I gave the promise to then she used the beam and we won the day. It's like, literally, it's more of a my life ended when she died, and now I'm happy that we're together again. Especially with the acknowledgement that there's an afterlife, Griff. How is it sad? It's just transitioning off into a different form of existence. It's not giving up on life. It's accepting the new life that comes after.
I want to put a random pin down on the afterlife is official in Jujutsu Kaisen. It is completely confirmed, completely evidential, and we're never going to come back to that, probably.
I mean, there's a difference between having a realm of creature called spirits, and then a person literally,
and then a
human form, acknowledging that the afterlife exists and says, "Don't rush off there to see me there now." You know,
see you there later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a completely different thing.
It is such a like massive little drop that like completely changes how everyone in that universe would see things, unless they already knew this, which
I mean, not really. Everyone watches Ghostbusters. Nobody cares about the fact that ghosts are real and that
Oh
people
yeah, in
transition off
Ghostbusters,
into the
everyone keeps
light and
going.
the afterlife. So it's not even a thing. You live your life normally. The knowledge doesn't change anything. Ghostbusters isn't filled with the church saying shit, you know?
Yeah.
You'd figure that the
I
church
guess.
would have a lot to say in the event that there's physical proof, right?
I guess the most interesting thing to me here, like on a random level, is that Yuta has demonstrated you could turn a person into a spirit who is massively more powerful than everything else. Or like, or is that actually entirely so? Because Geto comes here saying, like, that is the queen of spirits right there. I knew this all along. He had extra evidence, like, from something, from somewhere.
No, you're
And that part isn't
misinterpreting
explained.
because it's not that he can do this thing. He created this cursed spirit. So all he did was release the cursed spirit. She turned herself back into human after that. It's not that every cursed spirit. We don't know how the other cursed spirits are created, Griff. We know how this one specifically was created. And then we know how this one specifically turned back into a human spirit. We don't know how the rest can. So we don't know that any of the others can be turned into human. We know specifically a bunch of them can't be because we had to kill them.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's a broad new spectrum of possibility within the show, and Geto apparently already knew about this before it happened.
No, I don't think it's a brand new possibility. This is literally a movie where somebody showed up with one weird new power. Right? It's not a new possibility. He literally created the spirit and then turned it back into a normal spirit. We've never seen anybody else create a spirit, nor have we seen anybody else do anything with it. So it's not a new thing. It's literally a one and done thing.
I guess really comes down to, are we gonna see Yuta again in another season at some point?
I doubt it. There's people in season 1 that we only saw once and never came back, or even like Volcano Dude, right? He was in like 2 or 3 episodes and then hasn't shown up again. So who the hell knows? Like he was at the end of the last season doing a poker game. So that was it. Some people are just one and done.
I guess like if he does come back, we suddenly have him having to interact with Yuji, and I'm just like trying to picture that in my brain, and it's just a total clash. It's gonna be fun.
Not really. Well, they have no reason to clash.
Because Yuji is like the extrovert type of character, and this character is clearly the introvert type, is what I'm thinking.
Not really. He was the whole show. The whole movie was about him coming out. You know, making friends and everything. He's not an introvert. He's literally come out of his shell was the whole point of the movie.
I guess fair. Gosh, this was still like an hour and a half or more of like stuff. Is there any other like random detail that like comes to your mind like right now?
Geto doesn't think God exists because he thinks humans made them up, and now we have proof of an afterlife, which kind of has to be proof of a creator of some sort.
It's all got to fit into the universal lore somehow. We didn't see purple power. That was another thing I think we were expecting.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When we were going over like Gojo's different abilities, like red, blue, purple, and you were saying it was like, oh, are we gonna get that here? Is this a spoiler? No, he didn't even.
He did.
He did red.
No, he did purple.
I don't remember.
When he killed the giant monsters that was standing behind him. Hold on.
Is this the start to Zom 100? Again, food looks great.
うまいだろう。ロコイって調味料を使っててな、それがいい味を出してる。
So Gojo didn't kill them. Was the point?
何でも毛に味になる魔法の粉だ。それより奴は本当に帰ったんだな。ならいい。
これ本当に美味しいね。肉じゃがみたい。
肉じゃが。ビーフシチューといえ、ビーフシチューと。
どうしたの？
なんでお前がここに？
あれ？先生。
Oh, what's up?
You can teleport. Remember, it doesn't matter.
But
You can teleport, Griff. It doesn't matter.
no, but why are they all there?
Because he
What
took
does all
them
that
home.
mean?
What do you mean with me? He took them home. What do you I literally said, oh, they're still alive. He's talking about how it makes everything taste Kenyan. They're obviously in Kenya, where this guy is from. He took everybody home.
Ah, damn it, Jujutsu Kaisen, you just come out of nowhere with stuff.
Yeah.
That's why.
I mean, it's not
That's why the
it's,
show's fun.
it's totally understandable. I don't know how you can think that you picked up everything else during the show, Griff, but couldn't understand, oh, he took everybody home.
But
he even said the other two got back home all right, right? And the other guy says, yeah.
I didn't expect that to be the wrap up. I was waiting for the twist.
That
I
is
was waiting for
the
twist where like
Griff.
Yuta is like possessed by Ghetto or something.
No, that is the twist, Griff. That he killed none of them is the twist.
And just the twist is everyone was just happy. How could I not have seen that come?
Because he has the conversation with Ghetto just before it seems like Ghetto dies about, not killing them or Ghetto not sending anybody to their deaths. And he sent them against Gojo, who's not going to fucking kill them. He says,
Right.
I'm not that cool.
I guess like the entire context of Ghetto and Gojo talking literally was that. It's just like, oh, you didn't kill my students, I didn't kill yours. We both figured we weren't going to.
Yeah, he says, I didn't have anything against anybody of people here at the high school.
Yeah, oh god. So that's something I want to keep in mind in the future as we go into season 2, that they had that conversation, right? I'm putting a big pin into it because if one of the random students, like, gets assaulted by a random spirit and explodes, I'm just gonna point over at Ghetto and go, that's on you. So I think I've gone over everything I got in my brain. Theta, have you gone over everything in yours?
I'm sure I'll have more to talk about when we get to episode 1, considering it's
I'm
obviously
sure.
going to take at least some combing over again, if I'm going to take it seriously at all.
Get ready, everyone, for Theta Thoughts, the movie. It's in production right
I
now.
don't typically give Theta Thoughts for Jujutsu Kaisen. I guess I'll just have some, like, zingers to make or something.
Of course. Still, I greatly enjoyed this movie. I think it was greatly put together. Loved every bit of it. Great action. Any final thoughts then?
I mean, I got 20 seconds of Todo, so worth the price of admittance.
Perfect. All right, then. I think with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here for the day. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?